Let's talk about simple interest. So, meron tayong mga definition dito. So, kindly read. So, ano ibig sabihin ng mga definition dito? Okay, so let's proceed. Pag sinabi nating simple interest, o kapag nagkukumpute tayo ng simple interest, meron tayong formula na ginagamit in which, in the form of I is equal to PRT. So your I here refers to our interest. Yun yung sinosolve natin para makuha yung interest. 'Di ba? Ito yung, I mean, ito yung tapos ito yung formula niya, which is principal, meron tayong rate, at saka time. So, ibig sabihin, para makuha mo yung interest, kailangan mong i-multiply si principal, si rate, at saka si time with each other. No? I-multiply mo sila. Pero take note no yung ating time dapat nasa form siya ng years. Dapat naka-years siya. So, ibig sabihin kapag yung time na binigay sa'yo is naka-days, in the form of days, naka-months, or weeks, you need to convert that to years. Kasi yun yung standard na dapat na naka-years yung ating time. Yung rate naman, yung rate syempre, yun yung may percent. Pero bago mo siya makuha, kapag binigyan na sa'yo yung rate na naka-percent, you need to convert that into decimal first. Okay, so let's have here an example para mas madaling maintindihan. Example, you want to borrow 8,000 pesos at 7% for only 3 months. How much interest you would like to pay? So, ang hinahanap dito is yung interest, correct? So, ibig sabihin, we will going to look for the interest. Ano ba yung interest? Okay? Now, meron tayong binigay dito, which is yung 8,000. Ano yung 8,000? Yun yung ating principal. So, yung 8,000 is yun yung ating principal. Now, yung rate naman natin is 7%. Okay, so yung rate natin is 7%. Sabi ko kanina, para makuha natin yon or kailangan natin na yung percent i-convert into decimal form, di ba? So, yung 7% in decimal is just 0.07. Paano natin nakuha yon? Kasi di ba 7% to. Let's just change the percent. So from here, let's just count, no, or let's move two decimal places to the left. 1, 2. So therefore, dito yung ating point, dagdag ka ng 0 dito, and dito yung isa. That's why 0.07 is the decimal form of your 7%. Okay? Kasi nagmo-move tayo ng dalawang 0, di ba? Kapag nagko-convert tayo from percent into decimal. Now, we have here time. Ano naman yung time natin dito? Time natin is meron tayong 3 months. Pero sabi ko kanina, dapat na naka-years siya. So, ibig sabihin kapag naka-days, naka-weeks, or naka-months siya, kailangan i-convert into years. So, ibig sabihin, yung 3 months is just 1/4 is just 1/4 ng isang year, 'di ba? So, ibig sabihin kapag kinonvert na natin yung 1/4, that is 0.25 years. So, yung ating 3 months is 0.25 years. Alright? Now, apply na natin yung ating formula, which is I is equal to PRT. So, yung I is unknown. So, substitute natin na yung P. Ano yung value ng P? That is 8,000. Tapos, multiply natin yung rate, which is 0.07 times yung years, which is 0.25. Okay. Now, we have here I is equal to, all you need to do is just multiply. Let's use calculator. So, we have here 8,000 times 0.07 times, sorry, 8,000 times 0.07 times 0.25, and that gives us 140 pesos. So don't forget the unit. So yung interest, dito is 140 pesos. Ibig sabihin, kapag naghiram ka ng 8,000 pesos na merong 7% na interest sa loob ng tatlong 3 months or ng 0.25 years, yung babayaran mo doon is only 140 pesos. Claro? Okay. So, let's have another example. We have here Max borrows 30,000 pesos, which is, ito yung ating, change natin. Ito yung ating principal. Ito yung ating principal. Ito naman yung ating rate. Ito yung ating rate. At saka, ito naman yung ating time. Tama? Now, using our formula, we have I is equal to PRT. Okay. So, solve natin I is equal to, ano yung P natin? That is 30,000 multiply doon sa ating rate, which is, okay, yung 4.2%. So, we have here 4.2%. Ito yon. To convert that into decimal, kailangan natin mag-move ng dalawang move to the left. To left. So, 1, 2. So, dagdag lang tayo dito ng 0, 0. So, meron tayong 0.042%. So, ito ay 0.042 times natin sa ating time, which is, palitan natin para maganda tingnan, which is 3 years. Now, compute. So, meron tayo dito, compute na natin. We have 30,000 times 0.042 times 3. And that gives us 378. So, meron tayo ditong sagot. Yung ating interest is 378 pesos. Okay? Nagets? Now, ay, sorry. Wait pala. Kulang pala ng isang zero. So, dapat 30,000. So, that is 3,780. 3,780 pala. Sorry. Now, okay. Now, meron ditong tanong, how much total will Max pay for the car? So, ibig sabihin nun, i-add lang natin yung ating interest at saka yung principal para makuha mo yung sagot. So, that is just 3,780 pesos plus 30,000 pesos. Ang sagot para dyan is 30, sorry, wait lang. Ang sagot para dyan is 33 33,780 pesos. So ito yung babayaran ni Max para sa kanyang car. At yung interest doon is yung 3,780. Okay? Now let's have another example. So we have here Felicia wants to buy a new computer. She wants to borrow $2,500 for 3 years. She will pay an interest rate of 5%. How much will she owe at the end of 3 years? Okay, identify. Yung principal natin is $2,500. Sorry, dollars pala, hindi siya peso. $2,500. Okay? Next, yung ating R is 5%. So that will become 0.05. At yung ating time is equal to 3 years. Let's solve. I is equal to PRT. I is a known, so you have 2,500 multiply 0.05 times 3. And the answer for that is, let's have a calculator, 2,500 times 0.05 times 3. That is 375. That is $375. Ito yung kanyang utang, no? Or babayaran sa loob ng 3 years. Or I mean at the end of 3 years. 375 yung kanyang interest. Pero yung tinatanong is how much she owe at the end of 3 years. So, ibig sabihin, magkano lahat yung kanyang babayaran or utang lahat-lahat at the end of 3 years. So, i-add natin yung 375 sa 2,500. So, that is $2,500 plus natin yung 375. So, you will get $2,875. It means she owe $2,875 at the end of 3 years.